Hey DylTendo, it's been quite some time, mate. How you doing?
DylTendo, what the heck are you doing here?
Well, I was in the neighborhood and I thought, hey, why not invite myself over? Plus, it's not really breaking and entering if we're the same person, innit? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just currently playing every single Mario and Luigi game we play in them, you know, just to relive childhood memories and such. What about yourself? What are you doing here? Heck, I haven't seen you in such a long time. It's not like I invented you just like 5 minutes ago.
Well, I'm only here just to give you an idea of making your own Mario and Luigi game. Very original. It's not like you've done that before with another similar RPG franchise. And I'm also just here to provide comedy for the skit. It's not even that funny.
DylTendo, that's a brilliant idea. I don't even know why I didn't think of that. But the problem is, I gotta start making ideas. I gotta make art. I gotta do concepts. I gotta do this. I gotta get my shopping.
Well, if I was making a Mario and Luigi game, I personally believe that the co-leads should be Wario and Waluigi. What do you say to that?
Another Mario and Luigi game starring Wario and Waluigi as code leads? That's a genius idea. Without further ado, with all that knowledge in my brain, let's make a new Mario and Luigi game as if it were on the Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo! So, with our main characters and our code leads all sorted out, let's give this game a title. And I'm going to be calling it Mario and Luigi Rival Catastrophe. So in terms of the controls, yes, it's identical to Partners in Time. I feel like that was a given because it's 4 characters. It makes sense that Mario's A, Luigi's B, Wario's Y, and Waluigi's X. You know, it makes a whole lot of sense. So, with all the characters and the controls all set up, let's talk about the story.
So the story is a little bit strange. Both Mario and Luigi get invited to Princess Peach's castle to be knighted as heroes of the Mushroom Kingdom. Everything's going well, there's fireworks, there's cake, there's laughter. All seems to be good. But this is a Mario game, so this is where shit starts to happen. All of a sudden, a gigantic UFO, yes, a UFO, starts abducting all the characters. Except for Mario, obviously. Luigi and Princess Peach are getting sucked into the ship, and they are put into weird separate pods. A strange alien starts explaining they're going to be harnessing DNA from each of the characters to create evil clones. They are all confused by this. Princess Peach, however, is positive to have an evil clone, but Luigi is negative. Luigi is then sent back down to Princess Peach's castle, and he explains to Mario that an evil rival catastrophe, see what I did there, is about to take over the Mushroom Kingdom, but all of a sudden, the evil clone of Princess Peach is sent back down to crash the party. This leads into the first boss fight, and then after the defeat, she explains that an evil empire is about to take over, and you better prepare yourselves. With this knowledge in mind, saying all these rivals are going to take over the world, Mario and Luigi both set out to go see someone in particular. Obviously this leading to both Wario and Waluigi. Those two are not very into the idea at first, but after some persuasion and saying that, yep, they're going to get paid big bucks for doing this, they both tag along with both Mario and Luigi, and thus, a brand new adventure begins. You know what, dude, that's an actual kind of decent plot. It's not crazy, it's actually kind of good. Why, thank you, DylTendo, that's very... Why is there a dog? Oh, this little girl here? This is my dog, Daisy. Well, our dog, because we're the same bloody person. Right, yeah, I probably should have known that. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to talk about, like, the gameplay now. Are you even listening? High five. High five. Oh, yeah, I was listening. Yeah, get to, the gameplay and the battle system. Right, okay then. So with the story out of the way, we can now talk about the gameplay. And we can also go deep into the battle system. So, cue the transition.
Alrighty, so as you can see, things are pretty much identical to the classic games. Mario and Luigi both share the jump and hammer moves and the bro moves. Obviously you got your mushrooms and your SPs and the items, and you also got other options such as running away and other strategies and such. You also have a brand new turn meter which shows you which characters will be fighting afterwards and when the enemies start attacking, all basic stuff. I've seen these in like a lot of modern RPGs, so I thought why not take that element and put it into a Mario and Luigi game. You can also see the health meters and the SP meters for each of the characters individually. So yeah, but I want to talk about Wario and Waluigi because they don't really have the same moves as Mario and Luigi, so let us begin.
Alrighty, so Wario's first move is the ground pound. Basically, you press the A button just to ascend into the air, and you have to press it again just before it hits the enemy to do massive damage. It is very strict timing, but the damage output is definitely worth it, so it's more of a risk reward. And then next up, we also have his signature shoulder dash move. You hold the A button, and just before it hits the enemy, you release it to do more damage, and these replace the jump and the hammer moves. And for Waluigi, I had to think of something a little bit more original, and I wanted to emphasize the absolute length of this mad lad.
Okay then, so instead of a typical jump, he goes to the air, and when he lands onto the enemy, he does like a crazy spin drill move. The more times you press the X button, the more damage you do.
And instead of a hammer, he has a stomp move. He goes up to the enemy, you charge up the X button, and then you release it, and he does a bunch load of stomps onto the enemy.
And for the next segment, I'm just going to talk about the overworld gameplay. It functions pretty much the same, but all characters follow each other in a square-like format, and you can swap them around, having Mario and Luigi at the back and Wario and Waluigi at the front. You can also switch your jump moves to hammer moves and the shoulder dash moves and the stomping moves, but I wanted to just take the time to showcase some of the artwork I've made for this game, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy the art.
And that is it. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. This is a bit of a stranger video that I did. I did quite a lot of concept art and a bit more animations and more visual showcases of like my ideas and such. So I really do hope you enjoyed it. I did spend a lot of time doing it. And yeah, that is everything for this video. Thank you ever so much. DylTendo, do you have any last words?
Well then, DylTendo, that was pretty decent, and no, I have nothing else to say. Thank you for having me, even though we're the same person. It's really strange, but yeah, I'm gonna head out now. Farewell.
Just took off his hat and disappeared. Isn't that something else? Well, yeah, there we go, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I shall see you on the flip side. Goodbye.